Welcome to Everything Casual, bringing you original football casual videos from the golden era of the 80s and 90s, right up to current day. Football away day stories and historic clashes between football firms. Subscribe so you don't miss out. We upload videos every week.
Just a bit of football casuals crime news for you today. And once again, thanks to top UK crime channel, Underworld UK, for making this video for me and doing a collab with the channel. Please check out their channel on YouTube. It's quality. Right, you have all seen the famous video of the Celtic lads apparently chashing Rangers dressed in Santa hats. If you haven't, then stay tuned. I will show it you in a bit. Anyway, 4 Celtic faces have been locked up for that clash. Let's listen to the details and the sentences they got. 4 Celtic supporters have been jailed after violent disorder erupted in Glasgow city centre before the Old Firm League Cup final between Celtic and Rangers. Andrew Campbell, 29, John Devine, 28, Thomas Slavin, 27, and Liam Coogans, 29, were sentenced at Glasgow Sheriff Court for their roles in the large-scale disturbance, which unfolded in front of terrified members of the public, including women and children, on the 15th of December 2024. Campbell and Devine, both from Glasgow, were each jailed for 18 months and handed 8-year football banning orders. Slavin, also from Glasgow, and Coogans, from Larkpool, were each sentenced to 12 months in prison and banned from attending football matches for 4 years. The court heard rival groups of Celtic and Rangers supporters converged in Glasgow city centre before the League Cup final, leading to serious public disorder near the Merchant City and Argyle Street areas. Prosecutors said Rangers fans had gathered near Connolly's Irish Bar, a venue associated with Celtic supporters, while a large group of Celtic fans marched in from the Gallowgate area. Police officers attempted to stop the rival groups from reaching each other and were forced to draw batons while ordering supporters to back away. However, the warnings were ignored as tensions escalated rapidly. The two groups eventually came together and a mass riot broke out in the streets of Glasgow. During the disorder, missiles, including bricks, bottles and fireworks, were thrown, while traffic was brought to a standstill as violence spilled onto the roads. Witnesses described scenes of panic as members of the public fled into nearby shops to escape the violence. One Rangers supporter was reportedly knocked to the ground and assaulted during the disorder. CCTV footage showed Christmas shoppers, including young children, running for cover in nearby shops and cafes, with some forced to lock their doors to ensure the safety of customers and staff. The court heard Campbell move to the front of the Celtic group and clap towards supporters as the disorder intensified, while Devine was seen encouraging others to continue advancing towards rival fans. Police later identified the men through CCTV investigations and mobile phone evidence. Messages recovered from Devine's phone appeared to show supporters discussing plans to confront rival fans before the match, including messages referring to getting something with the Huns and looking for people willing to box. During sentencing, Sheriff Andrew McIntyre described football-related violence as a serious and long-standing problem, which continues to damage the reputation of Glasgow and Scottish football. He said the scale of the riot challenged police ability to maintain public order and warned that prison sentences were necessary to deter others from taking part in similar violence. The sheriff also said the scenes had caused fear and alarm among innocent members of the public simply going about their day in the city centre during the busy Christmas period. Police Scotland said the conviction should send a strong warning that football-related disorder will not be tolerated and that officers will continue identifying offenders even when they attempt to hide within large crowds. The sentencing came just days after further disorder and celebrations in Glasgow's Trongate area following Celtic's league title win, prompting renewed debate over football-related violence and policing in Scotland. Let's have a look at the famous video. We have all seen it, but what is the truth behind it? Did Celtic really turn Rangers over? Or is there more to it, a different version of events? Let us know in the comments section the truth. Here is that video, let me know your opinion.
4 Celtic fans have been jailed after a violent city centre riot with Rangers supporters in the run-up to a cup final. Andrew Campbell, John Devine, Thomas Slavin and Liam Coogans were part of an organised clash between ultra and hooligan groups in Glasgow city centre on December the 15th, 2024, hours before the League Cup final at Hampden. Crowds on busy streets watched as bricks, bottles and fireworks were hurled. Traffic was brought to a standstill and families with children ran for cover in nearby shops. At Glasgow Sheriff Court, the four admitted breach of the peace. Campbell and Devine were each jailed for 18 months and banned from football for 8 years. Slavin and Coogan's were jailed for 12 months and given 4-year football bans. Sheriff Andrew McIntyre called football-related crime a serious and long-standing problem and said these riots were an embarrassment to the city and to the club. He warned that this level of disorder caused fear in the lamp shoppers just before Christmas and drained public resources, and made clear that those who riot through the streets of Glasgow should expect prison, not community sentences. Police officers who faced the violence were praised for their bravery and for the CCTV work that identified those involved. Prosecutors said innocent people, including children, were left terrified by horrifying football-related violence and vowed that anyone who joins such riots will be held to account.
Chief Superintendent Emma Croft, Divisional Commander for Greater Glasgow, said, "These 4 men will now face the consequences of their deplorable actions. I hope their convictions, sentencings and football banning orders imposed by the court send a clear message that this type of behaviour will not be tolerated. These outcomes are very much welcomed, particularly on the back of the ugly scenes witnessed on Saturday within the Trongate, Glasgow, where a minority of football fans engaged in more violence and disorder. This serves as a timely reminder that more action, however, does need to be taken to address the root causes of such heinous behaviours. I want to highlight the bravery of our officers who faced challenging conditions that day on a busy weekend pre-Christmas in 2024 to keep the public safe. The subsequent thorough and professional investigation carried out by our teams has led to these convictions. I thank them all for their hard work and dedication. Their expertise is proving invaluable as we continue to investigate the recent incidences of football-related disorder and continue to bring more offenders before the courts. Do you think football banning orders should be made even longer for supporters involved in organised riots? Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you are into football, casual news, videos and stories, then click, subscribe, and you will be notified when I put a new video out. It also helps our channel grow, so thank you and see you next time.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you subscribe, you will be notified when we release a new video. It could be your firm we make a video about next, so don't miss out and hit the subscribe button. You can find me on Facebook or email me if you have a good story to tell. See you next time.